Good afternoon all. Is my voice audible? Can you all able to see the screen? So any doubts what we did in the last class? We done the PO table, table creation, chart, slicer, timeline, spark lines, and illustrations we covered, add-ins we covered, 3D map we have covered. Any doubts in this? Are you all practiced? Do you have any doubts? Reply if you have doubts, you can ask the doubts. Otherwise, reply if you don't have any doubts. Okay, we just continue. So spark lines is helps to display the chart in a one single cell. We have three different type of a spark lines, that is line, column, and bin or loss. PO table, which helps to analyze your quick analysis report with the help of complex data, that is PO table. With the help of PO table, you can create a timeline filter, slicer filter. You can also add the chart for that. Illustrations consist of picture, shapes, smart arts, and screenshots. So we go for the link today. The same insert tab, we have a link, text and symbols we just cover, and then we go for the page layout tab. And the page layout tab, as we already done in the print command, the same commands are available here also. We just cover one by one. So Control K is a shortcut key for hyperlink. You already know that. So hyperlink helps to connect any web pages. It helps to connect any of the files available in your computer. It is also helps to connect from one sheet to another sheet within the same workbook. By using a text, by using any shapes, you can able to connect your hyperlink. So I just show you one by one. So for example, I just have a word in the cell. NICT is a word. So if I click this word NICT, this should directly connect the NICT web page. So after typing this word, just press Ctrl K. So insert hyperlink dialog box is appearing. In this insert hyperlink dialog box, you just see that text to display. What should be the text should be appear in my cell. So you can edit this text according to your requirement. The same text informations will be displayed in your cell. So address. So web page address you give you. So I just start the web page address by www.nictcomputereducation.com. This is the web page address. I just click OK. So immediately the text is turned as blue color and along with the underline, this is called as a link. So if I click on this NICT is the word, this connect to the NICT web page. So Google, it is not responding here. You just try in your system, it will connect your web page. Let's type as www.google.com. So whatever you will type in the address, the same thing will be appear in the text to be displayed. So you can edit this text according to your requirement or let it. So if I click on this, you can see that. So NICT is a web page is started. Just show you again. I click on this Google. So it is directly opening Google page. So when I again start NICT, so directly starting NICT web page. Okay, so this is how you can connect any of the web pages. So not only with the help of text, you can also connect with the help of any shapes. So I just take any one of the shape. I just take one arrow shape. I will also add some text about this. Edit text. Click here. Just make my text to be center and different size and color. Okay, so again I will right click. There is an option called as link. Click on link. So you give any link. As I told, you can also give a web page link and file links also. For this shape, I just give as same web page link, NICT web page link, www.nictcomputereducation.com. So when I click this button, it directly jump to that particular web page. So hyperlink can be a text, hyperlink can be a shape. So any shapes or pictures also you can use as an hyperlink. So any doubts in this? Any doubts? Did you all tried? So now I show you that. Again, I press Ctrl K. So I will select any of the files. So last class for some text for names, I just selected some files. So here also I have files like PDF file, Excel 1003 file, Excel file. Not only Excel file, you can connect any of the file. So, but in my computer, I have only less files. I just show you the same files. I have only the limited files here in my computer. So I just selecting PDF file, click OK. So that particular PDF file is showing as a link. Again, I press Ctrl K, or you can go for insert, hyperlink, select the file, click OK. So when I click this class 1 PDF will appear. So when I click this new Microsoft Excel worksheet, so new Microsoft Excel worksheet will appear. Not only these, I can also connect between these three pages. See, I have a sheet name called as Introduction, Home tab, Insert tab. So I want to switch between one sheet to another sheet. There is a possibility by using a shortcut keys also. You can use Control Page Up and Page Down. Hold the Control key and use the Page Up to go to the previous sheets. Page down to move to the next sheets. Previous sheets, next sheets. This is how you can switch between one sheet to other sheet. Control, page up and page down. So other than that, I can also create a link by pressing Ctrl K. So select the option called as place in this document. In this document, what are the sheet names are available? So introduction sheet. This introduction sheet should be open directly when I click this introduction sheet. And you can also control that which cell has to be displayed. So in the introduction sheet, I want to display E10. E10 is a cell, it has to be displayed. So I can just give Control K, place in this document, take introduction is a sheet name, and enter the cell reference is E10. Whichever the cell reference the users required, you can provide. So I just click OK. When I click this introduction E10, immediately it shows a cell E10 only in introduction page. I will also press Ctrl K. Before that, I just check the cell reference. So 299B. I press Control key, place in this document, insert tab sheet. So A299 is a cell I will give. If I click, immediately it will jump. You can also copy that and you can paste. Right click, copy, or Control C, copy. You can paste for the another sheet, another page, wherever the use is required. So when I click from the Home tab, it will jump to the Insert tab. From the introduction also, it will jump to the Insert tab. This is how you can create a link between the pages. So you can create web pages, link. You can also create the files link. You can also create the sheets link. Any doubts? This is end of your hyperlink. So you are just controlling that which sheet to be opened from where. I am in insert tab sheet. From the insert tab sheet, I need to directly jump home tab sheet. So I press Control K. Select the option, not existing file or web pages. If you select existing file or web pages, you can give only web pages link and files link. If you want to connect sheets, you have to take place in this document. Select place in this document. All the sheet name what you are given that will appear. Otherwise, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 only it will display. So I'm already specified the sheet names. From the insert tab, I'm just jump to the home tab sheet. By defaultly, every sheet cell reference will be the first cell reference A1. You can also change according to the your requirement. I will tell as A50th cell it has to be displayed. So if I click OK, you can see that A50 is a cell number it is showing or cell name it is showing. If I click Home tab, it jumps to the Home tab of A50th cell. Any doubts now? I can switch between any of these sheets. See? Any doubts? Next, we go for the text under this insert tab. Text contains many options. You can see the options available in the, under this text group. Text box you can insert, header and footer you can insert, word art, signature line, and objects. So text box is just a information where you can give to the users because the cell contains only limited characters. So if you want to explain something in a format of words, in a format of paragraphs, so that will be only possible with the help of this text box. So click on this text box, you will be getting one shape, text box insert icon. Click and drag in your Excel spreadsheet. You can add multiple text information inside this. I just copy and paste the information. See, it is added our text. So you can also increase the size and decrease the size from the home tab. You can go for format also or go to home tab, increase the font size, decrease the font size, change the font color. When you have format also, once you insert a text box, you have a format. With the help of format, you can also do that formattings. Yesterday class we done the formatting. The same formatting is available here also. Shape fill, you can give any pictures, gradient fill, textures fill. Shape outline also you can change. Weight of the outline. Size of the outline can be increased like this with the help of weight. Okay. So any doubts in this text box? So text box can be moved wherever you require. So next we'll go for header and footer. We just discussed in the beginning of the class only. So by default, Excel will display in which view. What is the default view in Excel? Okay, fine. So normal is a default view. Which is a default view, normal. So under the normal view, as we discussed, it won't display any page break. Won't display any header and footer. So this is what the normal view. Even you can check from the view tab. And the view tab, it is highlighted normal. This is a view. So when you insert the header and footer, directly it will change its view to page layout view. Only in a page layout view, you can see that header and footer. So I just show you by inserting this. I click text group, insert the header and footer. Header will be the top of your margins, footer will be the bottom of your margins for the page. This will repeat for all the pages. So in a sheet, we have many pages. See, immediately header and footer is highlighted. Add header, add footer. And you also see that where my page is starting and ending. And check it out, which view is this? Under the view tab, it shows it, which is that view. It is directly jump to the page layout. In the page layout view, we can see the header and footer. Okay, so now we'll add this header and footer. If I click on this header position or footer position, you're able to add the header and footers. So header can be or footers can be, we already discussed, the header can be the page number, number of pages, current date, time, file path, that is location of the file where the file is saved, file name, sheet name, logo of your company, that is picture. So all these can be inserted as a header and footer. You can also switch between header to footer, footer to header with the help of navigation. Go to footer, go to header. So we add the header and footer now. I just add file name as an header. Whatever we are given as class 1 is a file name that will appears as a file. Okay. And we just add some logo. I click on these pictures. And when I'm inserting picture, you can observe that format picture is not highlighting. Until you insert a picture, format picture will not highlight. You cannot be used this command. Just take any one of the picture and click on insert. So the picture is inserted. This is, we are already in header and footer position. If I come to the working area, you can see that how big the header is showing the picture. The logo is covering the entire page. So I don't want to display the entire page as logo. The logo should be very small in a size. So I again edit this. So I go back to the design. Format pictures. As I told, until you insert the picture, format picture will not highlight. So I go for format the picture. The size of the picture I'm reducing it. I just take as 1.5 inches. See, the size is reduced. Still you want more other less size or more size, you can also control here. 1 inch. So directly from the header, you can go to the footers. Click on go to footer. And the footer, I just insert date and time. Date and time. See, when I insert date and time, I'm not getting a difference between date and time. So I just use space between and date and time. See? So you want to add date and time is a word that is also possible. After the space, use the Amazon symbol, that is and symbol, give a space. That's it. So like this, within the two different and symbols, you can add whatever the word you wanted to display. Date and time. So like the same, you can also add page number and number of pages. See, if I click as page number and page, I'm getting number of pages. Again, I'm not getting a difference between the page number and number of pages. Between this, I'm adding again space and symbol, again space of space. That shows 6 of 16 page. So any doubts in this footers, headers? So headers will be top of your margins, footers will be bottom of your margins. So there is other options is also available. You can see that different for first page. Usually header and footer is not required for the first covering pages. So different for first page you can give. So it won't be displayed for the first paper. Directly jump to the beginning of the page. See, for the first page I am not getting any header and footer. From the second page it is starting. If I click again, show for even for first page, click on this different first page I'm not selected. So it is displaying for first page also. Next option, different odd and even pages. And you know what is the difference between odd and even numbers. So 1, 3, 5, 7, these pages will display one type of a header and footer. Even pages 2, 4, 6, 8, this type of papers will display different header and footer. See? Before it was showing the both the places. Now it's only displaying for odd pages, not even pages. For first page it is there. Second page it is not there. For third page it is there. Fourth page it is not there. So this is for different between odd and even pages. You can also put some other header and footer information for even pages. Any doubts? Any doubts in header and footer? See, first I will insert page number. Even you insert number of pages, total number of pages which is already used in this sheet. So between these two, usually I will not get any space. So between these two, you put one space and symbol, space again, of, again space. This is what you have to give. And symbol, space, of, space. So that shows us 4 of 60. So in this list also you have a different header and footers that also you can add. Whichever you want, you can just choose that. So in which view you can view the header and footer? Which type of a view you can view the header and footer? Right, page layout view. So word art is just a graphical heading you can give for the any of the sheet. So just go for the text word art. These are different type of styles of word art. The graphical heading you can give. So it is inserted. You can type your information. So this you can again change similar like your text box. So you can give a shape fill, take any pictures and you can fill it. I just take a texture instead of searching and wasting the time. I just take as textures. You can also give a shape effects or shape outline. So text effects also you can give select the text color you can change, text outline you can change. Text effects you can change reflection effects, glowing effects. So bevel effects. Rotation effects. Transform effects. And the certificates you will be having, right? Transform, follow path effects. So however you require, you can use. So these are the word art effects you can give. I go for again insert, text, signature line. So if this is your file is completed, the work is completed, you want to take some approval from your higher department with the signature. So just a small box you can insert where exactly the person should be signed. That is called a signature line. So you can just click on the signature line, Microsoft Office signature line. Just inserting the signature, setup, enter suggested signer's name. For example, I just type my name. Suggested signer's title. And click OK. So it is inserted one signature block. Wherever you require, you can move. You can increase the size and you can decrease the size. Last option under this is your object. What does this object is? So any embedded pictures, files can be inserted to your workbook with the help of this object. So I can also use MS Paint directly from the Excel. I can use PowerPoint presentation directly from the Excel. I can use one more workbook or worksheet or chart directly from the Excel. That is what object is. So I just click on this object. Immediately, the list, which is the files or applications available in your computer, is installed, will display here. So I have one bitmap image. Bitmap image is nothing but your MS Paint, Microsoft graph chart, PowerPoint presentation, PowerPoint slide. See, Word document. So whichever you want, you can insert. I'll just show you the bitmap image. Click OK. And you can see that the picture is inserting in your computer. The MS Paint picture tool. So I just edit this by adding some shapes. So I just add this picture to my Excel spreadsheet. That's it. Just close the Excel inserted its image. So again, still you want to edit, just double click. Double click, it directly connect to your drawing tool. You can edit. Again, close this file. It appears in your sheet. Like the same, you can also use PowerPoint presentations, MS Word. I just take a MS Word document. So immediately you can see that MS Word commands are displaying. See, insert tab, design, layout, reference, meaning these are called as MS Word tabs. I just edit this by adding some paragraph. So just copy and paste some text into inside this. So it is added some text. You can also format it according to your requirement. This is how you can modify your document. You can also add a pictures. You can also add all the commands from the MS Word. This is called text. So we insert a text box, header and footer, word art, signature line, and objects. Any doubts in this? So the last option under this is your equation and the symbol. Symbols are some special characters, even which is not there in your keyboard. Those type of special characters in some situations you may require. So those type of symbols can be inserted. Just click on the symbols alpha, rupee symbol, see euro symbol, beta symbol. So whichever the symbol you want, you select it and click insert. So if you change the font style, based on font style, the symbols also differs. The style will differs. You can also add some picture styles, picture symbols with the help of wingdings. So these are the pictures symbols is available. So whichever shape you want, you just select it and click insert. That insert into your Excel sheet. Equations is your mathematical equations. So if you want to enter in this checkbox, in the text box, you want to insert any equation to be displayed to the users, you can just click on this equation. Some standard equations is already listed here. You can choose that particular equations that will appear in your Excel. Or it's also possible you can type your own equations other than which is showing in your list. So click on this equations. Just don't select as, just equations without selecting the arrow shape. So type equations here, it is showing. So you can type your own equations. X is equal to x square root of a square plus b square. Any of these symbols you can use to create your own equation. So any doubts? So we completed the insert tab. We go for the page layout tab. Any doubts in this? Shall we continue? What are types of page orientation? Correct. So portrait and landscape are the page orientation, which is a default page orientation for the Excel. which is a default page orientation, whether it is a portrait or it is a landscape. Very good. So portrait is a default page orientation. By default, paper size will take as letter. Usually we will print in A4 is a paper size. So all these same printing settings is even available in this page layout tab. By default in the page layout tab, there will be a theme which is called as a office theme. Office theme is the by default theme. So if you want to change the theme, this includes a color, effect, as well as a style. So color, font style, font effects. All these three will change automatically when you select the theme name. You may observe the styles are changing, colors are changing. So by default theme color is office theme. Office is the default theme. So margins, normal is a default margins, which is left 0.75 inches at the top and bottom, and 0.7 inches the right and left, 0.3 inches for the header and footer. Other than that, you can also make it as wide, narrow. So you can also increase the top margin, decrease the top margin, that you can customize it. There are two types of page orientation, landscape and portrait is a default one. The size of the paper is letter by default. You can also print in A4, B5, A5 like this. We have a paper sizes. So print area. So when I press Control P is a shortcut key for print. I'm in Insert Tab Sheet. In this Insert Tab Sheet, totally we used 18 pages. It is going to print all 18 pages. It's going to print all 18 pages. So you can control that, which is an exact page the user is required to print, not entire 18 pages. Only selected area can be printed. That is called as print area. You can set your own print area. For example, I just take the spark lines. So I take this spark lines area to be printed. There is an option print area. Click the option called as set print area. So again, if I press Control P, I won't get entire 18 pages. So I'm getting only 2 pages. The first page and the second page. So again, only for these two columns, I don't want to waste the entire A4 size sheet paper. So what I can do, I use the option called as no scaling. Fit all columns in one page. I can make fit all columns in one page and make entire information to be printed in one single page. So any doubts in this? This is the printing settings. So only one page is going to print. If you clear this, clear print area, then again if I press Ctrl P, all 18 pages will appear. Any doubts? You can break your pages into two. That is called page break or insert page break option. See, I want to move sparkline to be appear in a different page. It is there in the PO table, whatever the sales report we use, the same table page only, it is combined. But I want to split. I want to make display in a different page. So it is called as insert page break. When I insert page break, it becomes as two different pages. If you don't want, you can clear it. Remove page break. So again, it becomes as one single page. So click on background. So background can be just inserted for your sheet, but it won't be print in your printouts. Background cannot be print in printout. I take this as in background. Just covering entire pages. But the same background will not be print on your printouts. When I press Ctrl P, background will not be appear. It is not showing any background. You can delete this background if you don't require. Next, print title. What is this print title is? So you know how to make a print area. I just select this is a table control A. Set print area. When I said this is a print area, I press Control P. It shows only 5 pages of your table. So including a heading, I just selecting. It is around 5 pages. I'll make it set print area. Now again, I will show you Control P for print. So you can see that the headings, order ID, product category, amount, date, country, it is only printing in a first page. But in the second page, I'm not getting. A third page, I'm not getting. Even fourth and fifth page also. That is what print title is. The title should be repeat for all the pages with the help of print title command. I click on this print title. We already selected the range from A48 to F267. Row to be repeat at the top. I just selecting which is that row has to be repeat at the top. I'm selecting this order ID, product category, amount and date. So click OK. Now again, if I press Ctrl P and check it out, that shows in all the papers. This is print title. Any doubts in this? Print title. So where the title will be print for all the pages. Any doubts? Any doubts? We'll continue. I'm not getting any response from you whether you have doubt or not. Okay, the grid line and headings, we will use this. So grid lines and headings, which is already showing in your list. You can see that headings is nothing but the column headings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and column heading A, B, C, D, and the row headings 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the headings. If it is not displaying your column headings and row headings, then this view checkbox is hidden. The same thing like grid lines also. Grid lines is the boxes what you are getting. The cells what you are getting, that is the grid lines. So if the grid lines is not showing, you are getting only plain paper, then the grid lines is unselected. Same thing even happen for your print command also. So when you go to file menu, print. So by default, it will not display any grid lines as well as the headings. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, it is not displaying. I just go back, print page layout tab. You can highlight the grid lines and headings even for printing. Say I'm getting that numbers A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, and even lines also, grid lines. Selection panel will display that how many shapes, pictures you inserted in your Excel sheet that will display with the help of the selection panel. So these many pictures, object, date, time we inserted. So again, bring forward, send backward. Helps to display. When you are inserting two pictures, two shapes, this is going to work. So I have a shape here. I will also add one more shape. So you can use the command now to bring forward and send backward when it is available in page layout also. Send backward. Bring forward. So like this you can use. You can also merge two pictures and become as one picture with the help of group. So I select both the picture by holding a control key. And there is an option called as group. When it is there in the page layout also, click on this group, click on this group command. So it becomes as one single image. So when I move this shape, including the smiley shape, it is moving. You can also rotate. Okay. This is end of your page layout tab. Any doubts in this page layout tab? I want a reply whether you're understanding or not. Any doubts in this page layout tab and insert tab? So now we'll go for the very important tab in Excel is your formula. So formula will start always with equal symbol. Any formula if you want to work, it will always starts with equal symbol. So usually we know how to use the functions with the help of mathematical symbols. Addition, division, multiplication, subtractions. This is not enough to complete my work. So we have many formulas, it's also called as functions, in Excel, like mathematical functions, statistical functions, lookup functions, so logical functions. So we have like this type of functions which you are learning one by one. I just take a new sheet, the shortcut key to add a sheet. Correct. Shift F11 is a shortcut key to add a sheet. So I just added a sheet. I will rename the sheet as formula. If I want to add something or multiply, so I just use 65 plus 67. This is not going to add because it is not starting with the equal symbol. As we discussed, any formula has to be started with equal symbol. Then only the function will complete in the Excel. We use 132 we got 132 as a answer. But what is the number we used? What are the different type of numbers is used to add this number 132? That is only visible in formula bar. We just take the mathematical functions first. So under this mathematical functions, so there are many functions available. You can go for the formulas. This is the different type of functions you have. But all the functions you're not learning, only limited functions, which is work for daily work, daily use. So those type of functions you're going to learn. For addition, multiplications, we are using sum and product is a function name. Sum is a function is used to add the numbers and product is a function is used to multiply. So these are the mathematical functions which you are going to learn. Sum, product, average, maximum, minimum, round, trunk. These are the functions which we are going to learn. So we just take an example. Based on an example, remember, I just show you the example. So as we discussed, sum is a function which is used to add the numbers. I have an example which shows a subject and marks. I have a subject names and the marks here. To add any numbers, we are using sum as a function. And we already discussed this auto sum feature. There is an auto sum feature available in Excel. What is a shortcut key for auto sum? Shortcut key for automatic addition, auto sum. Very good, Deepti. So it is alt equals. So either I can press alt equals or I can use a function. So any function has to be start with which symbol? Any formula has to be start with which symbol? Very good, equals. So I just start with equal symbol, equals. SUM, sum is a function. When you type the function name, you can just see that it is explaining that what it is going to do. Adds all the numbers in a range of set. So I just open the bracket. Once I open the bracket, it shows a syntax. What it will take, whether the numbers, whether the text. So in which format you supposed to enter that. So that it will explain here. So number 1, number 2, and so on numbers. So I just selecting number like this. 1, 2, 3 with the help of commas. So I have only few numbers. That's why I'm using comma. If I have 100 numbers, will you keep on select with the help of comma? No. So you have to select with the help of range. The range will be highlighted with the help of colon symbol. First cell, colon, the last cell. That takes the range of the cell. So range can be highlighted with colon symbol. Close the bracket, enter. So why I require to use a cell references? So cell reference helps you that if I use directly the number, you have to always change in formula. I just show you again by using direct number equals sum open bracket. I will use 89, comma 67, 90, 99, 89, and 56. See, the same answer only I'm getting. But if there is a mistake, I wrongly entered social marks, that is 90 is a marks. So if I add 90, that directly update to your formula because we chosen cell reference. But it will not update to your other same value because we are not select the cell reference, we directly enter the marks. Each and every time you have to edit this. F2 is a shortcut key to edit this cell. F2 is a shortcut key to edit this cell. You can edit any of the cell with 3 different ways. One is double click. Otherwise, you can just use a formula bar. Use formula bar to edit. Or you can just use F2. F2 is a shortcut. These are 3 ways where you can edit your cell. So you understand why we have to select the references instead of manually entering. Any doubts in this addition? So next I take as product name, quantity, rate. I need to find out the values. And so values is a multiplication of these two, quantity and rate. So I'm using either the multiplication symbol, the star symbol which is there in your keyboard, that is multiplication symbol, or you can also use a formula called as equals product. See, as it is explaining, multiplies all the numbers given as arguments. So I was taking These two is a range. Open bracket, it is asking numbers again. Under the syntax, it is asking numbers. So I take the number. If I directly enter as 80, 250, what happens? This is the best example. I just show you. See, if I use 80, 2, close the bracket, enter. So the multiplication of 80 and 250 is 20,000. But when I drag to the next cell, in the next cell, you no need to again calculate it. So when you drag and drop it, it shows the answers, but it's repeating the same answer. This is why we have to specify the cell reference. As we taken 80 and 250, the same value is not there in the other 3 cells. It is differs. So the Excel should take automatically these values. That is why we have to specify the cell reference. By default, which reference the cell will be? What type of a cell reference is that? Which is a default cell reference? Very good. Relative. See, D14 and E14. I'm not getting any dollar symbol here. So this is your relative. So relative cell reference is not constant in nature. It will varies. So if I drag, so previously what was my cell reference? D14 to E14. So if I drag, the cell reference will changes. See, I just double click to edit. D15 to E15. Here it was D14. Here it is D15. The next cell, it is D60. So when you drag along with the cell reference also wrapping. This is the type of a cell references, relative cell reference. Any doubts? Understand? And I want a total of these. What is the total price I need to pay? Again, I need to add this. What is the formula is used to add? Add the numbers. Which function helps to add? What is the name of the function? Right, sum. Which function helps to multiply? Product. So product helps to multiply, sum helps to add. So equal sum, open bracket, select your range. It shows the total price what I supposed to pay. So there is one more function called as sum product. So where both the step within a 1 second, what we had done in the previous function, we multiplied first, then we added. We used 2 different formulas to complete this work. But there is a function called as sum product. Within a 1 shot, it will multiply as well as add. That is sum product. So we're just using sum product now, equals sum product. So tab key you can use to complete your function name. So it returns the sum of the products of corresponding range or array. So array is nothing but the range of the set. So array 1, array 2, array 3 is nothing but range of the sets. Range means you know, which is more than one cell. That is range. Multiple cells are called as range. So I'm taking the first array is the quantity range, comma. Second array is the rate range. All the quantity, all the rate I'm taken. Close the bracket and enter. That's it. Within a one shot, I'm getting a same answer, 28,350 by multiplying as well as addition. This is called as sum product. Any doubts in this? Sum product helps to do the multiple work at a time. It will multiply as well as add the numbers. So what the previous we done? Previously we first multiplied all the products. Then we added the total value. So instead of doing that, we are using the sum product is one more formula under the mathematical functions, which gives you the one single answer by multiplying as well as adding. So we are using sum product and this is not asking the number. Previously we used numbers, but this is as the range or array. Array is nothing but range of the cell. Range is nothing but more than one cells. So I just show you again, see here, equals sum product. See, I just off information I entered, the function name only off of the text I entered. To complete the text, you use tab key in the keyboard or double click on this word. There is a tab key in the keyboard. Use a tab key. It just completes your word formula. Next, array 1 is nothing but range 1. Range 1, we are selecting all the quantity column of 4 products. 10 kgs of rice bag, cello pen, 80 GB hard disk, 200 pages of classmate book. All these 80, 25 and 10 quantity we are selected. Give comma. This is my first array. The second array is rate I am taking. 250, 5,575. Close the bracket, enter. I have a serial number, name, and 5 subject. For this data, I have to find out the total average percentage of the student. maximum marks they obtained in this and minimum marks they obtained in this. Okay. So for average, we are using average is the function name. To find out the maximum value in the range, we are using max. To find out the minimum value in the range, we are using min. And you know how to add the two, total, either by using alt equals or sum is a function. I just use alt equals directly. Average equals average. See, so returns the average value for the numbers. So open the bracket. What it is asking? Again, it is asking numbers. I'm taking numbers, that is subject 1 to subject 5. The range of the numbers. Close the bracket. Enter. This is average. So 61.6%. Maximum value, which is that maximum marks in this range equals max, open bracket. Select the range again. Close the bracket, enter. 91 is the maximum value in this range. Minimum value equals min, open bracket. Select again the same range. Close the bracket, enter. This is minimum. Just drag and drop it or double click to apply to all other students. It's clear? Sum, product, sum and product, average, maximum, minimum. These are the mathematical functions we covered. Any doubts? We'll continue with other functions. So just continue with the next one. A round. Round, round up, round down, and trunk. These are the other function mathematical symbols. So round helps to round off your numbers, and you know the rounding limit. If the number is showing or decimal is showing below 5, so it is not going to round off. Equal to 5 and above 5, it is going to round off for the previous number by increasing as 1. That you know, right? The rounding method. So we use the same thing. The rounding option is also helps to display number of decimal places what the users require. So if the user required 0 decimal place, 1 decimal place, 2 decimal place, 3 decimal place. According to the users, they can use. So I just use round, open bracket. First it is asking number. This is my number, comma, number of digits. So I don't want any digits, decimals to be displayed. So I just make it as 0. So what is the answer I may get? Whether the number will display 42 or 43. Very good. So according to the rounding method, it is going to display 43. So in similar way, I'm using 1 decimals. You try to use the 1, 2, so round, open bracket. I take, this is my number, comma. I want 1 decimal place. So what is the answer I may get? 42.7 I will get, or 42.8 I will get. So after the 7, I have 2. 2 is less than 5. So I will get as 42.7, not 8. Okay, this is how the rounding method will work. If you want 2 decimal places, what is the answer for 2 decimal place? Very good. So 42.73 equals round, open bracket, select the number, comma, number of digits. Same thing you try for round, number, comma, number of digits. Number of digits you have to specify manually. You cannot be select the cell. Okay. Any doubts in this round method? So round up. 42.7 is the value I have. I don't want any decimal place. Again, 0 decimals I am taking. So if it is round up, 42 is a value is there. If I make it as round up, automatically this cell will take the value called 43. Round down. So if I have a value 72.7 also, sorry, 42.7 also, if I use round down, it will display as 42 only, not 43. That is the difference. Okay, after the decimals, if you have anything, so that will, if I use a round up, so it just display the 43 is a word, that is number. If it is after the 72 point any least decimals also, it shows us round down is 42 only. I just work and show you. So equals round up. open bracket, the number, this is my number, comma, number of digits I want 0. So it gives us 43. So what is round down? It shows 42 only, equals round down number comma number of digits. So any doubts in this? Round function will round off and display the decimal places along with the number what the users require. But trunc will not round off the numbers, but it displays the required decimal places which is required for the users. Okay, so equals trunc open bracket. So previously we got 43 is the answer in the round. But in the trunc, we will get as it is the same value without round off. I take this is my number, comma number of digit is 0. Say I'm getting as 42 because it won't round off. It shows as it is same value, how many number of decimals the users require. Same thing we will repeat it for the 1, 2 and 3 decimals also. Equals trunc open bracket number comma number of digit is 1 equals trunc open bracket number comma number of digit is 2. Previously we got 42.73. Here I am getting 72 as it is. So this is about round up, round down and trunc. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? So the last function for today we will do it. The Roman and Arabic. Roman is a function which converts your Arabic number into the Roman numbers. So you know the Roman numbers which will be the text format. So equals Roman, open bracket, select the number. As you're selecting, 1 is a number. Close the bracket, enter. So just drag and drop it to apply for all other numbers. 5, 10, 50, it shows us X, V, L, C, M, D. These are the Roman numbers. Again, with the help of Roman numbers, you can convert as an Arabic number. So equals Arabic. Take your text, which is showing as in Roman number. Close the bracket, enter. See? This is how you can convert Roman to Arabic number to Roman number. So you don't know what is the Roman number for 1000. So you can use this formula to find out the Roman number. Any doubts? So what is a shortcut key for hyperlink? Control K is a shortcut key for hyperlink. So hyperlink can be inserted for text, pictures, and shapes. Is it correct? Is a hyperlink can be inserted for text? Is a hyperlink can be inserted for shapes and pictures also? Yes. So hyperlink can be in web pages, hyperlink can be a file, or hyperlink can be connected with the sheets. Okay. Is it possible to insert signature bar? Signature line in Excel? Yes. Is it possible to work on Word, PowerPoint, and MS Paint directly in Excel? Which command helps to use this? Which command helps to insert Word, Excel, or embedded images? Which is that command name? Very good, Deepti. It is object. Object is a command helps to insert any embedded documents, worksheets, presentations, even the pictures. Which command helps to repeat title in all the pages? At a time of printing, repeat title for all pages. Only one or two replays I'm getting. Good, Deepti. That is print title. Is it possible to print background in the paper? Is it possible to print background in the paper? No. So background cannot be printed in paper. Is it able to highlight and hide grid lines and headings in a view? In the current view, you can able to highlight and hide grid lines and headings. Yes or no? So yes. So you can also hide this grid lines as well as headings for this present view, which is a default view, in Excel. I'm expecting others to reply for these questions. So normal is a default view. In which view you can see the header and footer? Correct. Page layout view. Page layout view will display header and footer. Where the headers will be, whether it is top of the margin or bottom of the margin. Right, headers will be top of the margins. Where the footers will be bottom of the margins. Is you can specify header and footer for odd and even pages separate. A different header and footer can be given for odd and even pages. Yes, you can give a different header and footer for odd as well as even pages. So any formula has to be start with what symbol in Excel? Right, equal symbol. Which formula helps to add the numbers? Sum. Which formula helps to find the maximum value in the range? Maximum value in the range. Max. Max is the function helps to find out maximum value in the range. Which function helps to multiply? Product. Correct. Which function helps to display decimal places without round off? Display decimal places without round off. Very good, Preeti. Trunc. Trunc help to display decimal places without round off. With round off, display decimal places with round off. Round. Which helps to convert from Arabic number to Roman number. Roman. Roman number to Arabic number? Right. This is what we worked on today's class. So next class, I will share you the file which simultaneously where you can work along with me, the formulas. There are many formulas are there. We also cover in the next class. Next class will be on Monday, 4 o'clock. Okay, thank you everyone. Any doubts, you can also text in the WhatsApp.